I've seen your collection, and seems like it's pretty valuable.
Something like that.
What would you? I hear some numbers thrown around about what your collection's worth. Where would you put that number for your collection?
I would say like 100,000.
Let's kind of start there with the YouTube stuff. So how did YouTube become a thing for you?
It was like in high school, back in like 07, my senior year. I had always been making videos for like families, from like family parties and like just friends and stuff like that. So we would upload on MySpace, and then YouTube came out, and I was actually against YouTube at first because I didn't know you could make money off of it. I just thought it was like this other platform that was trying to take over MySpace, and I was so loyal to MySpace. One of my cousins convinced me, so that's when I was like, all right, let me upload this video, which was a skit about a Middle Eastern family. It had nothing to do with sneakers, and did pretty good. And then we just did a few more skits throughout high school, and that's where I kind of like became like, I didn't blow up, but like people started like recognizing me at school rather than just like being a nobody.
When did the sneaker part of YouTube happen?
I think it was 2015, 2016. I had been toying around with it, like doing like pickup videos, because I had my main channel, which was skits, and then I had my Crew TV channel, which kind of is my main channel now, because that's the one that blew up. But I had my Crew TV channel, which was like my vlog, which was just my life. And when I'm showing my life, sneakers were involved. And anytime I had done like a title that was surrounded around like sneakers, it had gotten a lot, it was getting a little bit more views than just a regular vlog. And I was like, all right, like people like it. So I was like, all right, let me try something called monthly pickups. So once a month I was just showing like all my pickups. There were some people saying like, this is not gonna work. Like, cause I was like, hey, I wanna do more sneaker content. And there's always gonna be doubters, but then it's like, at that point I was kind of like, should I do it? Like people don't want it. And then I launched Crew Kicks, which was my third channel, and that and the Crew TV, uploading on both of those channels and doing more content around sneakers is what really took it off for me.
You're called a hypebeast often, but you've been able to really like flip that term, because like originally like hypebeast, that was like a negative thing, and you've turned it into something that people really get into now. Like people are like proud to say that they are a hypebeast. Why? Like, why did you think? Why did you want to flip that word, or why did you embrace that word that way?
Whenever I would want a hype shoe, my friends would be like, "Dude, that's such a hype beast like shoe. Like, why do you want that?" I'm like, "All right, cool." And I used to get offended. Like, no, I'm not. Like, I genuinely like that shoe. I'm not buying it because of the hype. But then it's like, as I got a little older and I was making more content, I'm like, I want to embrace it, because I always wanted what was hot at the time, what was trending. And that's what a hype beast is to me, is wanting that. So I was like, let me embrace it.
How do you feel about all of like the celebrities and all those people that are kind of like getting into sneakers now, that has become way more popular?
I don't mind it. I think it's dope to see someone who you really wouldn't see in sneakers rocking a pair of Jordans or Jordan 1s. And I appreciate it. I'm not one of those people who says, oh, he's hopping on the bandwagon. You know, there's a lot of like OGs and people like that who get mad at people who start collecting or start getting into sneakers. It's like, it might, you know, make my chances of winning a raffle a little lower.
Yeah, true.
But it's okay, because, you know, I got plugs, so I'm okay. You know what I mean? You got plugs too. But no, I don't mind it. I think it's dope, you know. It also creates more opportunities for me.
So how do you feel about bots and people that are using bots to get sneakers?
Man, 5 years ago, or maybe like 3 years ago, I would have said it was the worst thing you can do as a sneakerhead, was give in and use a bot. And I've been emailed so many times to promote bots and do this and do that, and I've never done. I think I did it once recently, because like, no matter what you do, you're not going to be able to stop it. And I'm not going to say if you can't beat them, join them, but like, no matter what they do, it's going to happen.
So you've been obviously part of the game for a while, and it used to be a lot easier to get shoes, and honestly it's gotten harder as, you know, you've made it more popular. You know, we've made sneakers more popular. That makes me, I wonder though, what's like the craziest thing you've ever done to get a pair of sneakers?
Yeah, there's nothing too crazy.
Have you ever bought a pair off somebody's feet?
Yeah, I've bought shoes off people's feet. I'm not one of those guys that buy shoes and let them collect dust. Most of my Yeezys, which are like the Yeezy 2s, or all of them, I bought them all used. Because it's like those shoes go for like 5,000.
Yeah.
If I buy them used, they go for 2,000.
Right.
Makes sense.
Give me like 5 pairs that are like, okay, these are always going to be in my collection.
Can I put both colors as one?
Sure, yeah.
Or all 3 colors as one?
Yeah, sure.
Red Octobers, the white and the black Yeezy 2s. Those will never leave my collection. Jordan 3 UNCs that Jordan Brand gave me. Huarache 2K5s that I got signed by Kobe Bryant. Because I randomly met him at the gas station right after I bought those shoes. Kobe Jordan 8. The collaboration, the friends and family collaboration. I would probably say my signed Big Sean Adidas Superstars.
What's like the sneaker that got you into sneakers?
If I would have to say the most important shoe to me, which is kind of a different question, it would be the Yeezy 2, the white pair, because that's the first shoe that I legit saved up for and paid more than $1,000 for. Like that, I never thought I'd pay $1,000 for a sneaker, and I bought those for like $1,400 used. Everything before then was a GR.
Who do you think has the most influence now? Is it YouTubers like us? Is it guys like Kanye? Is it guys like LeBron? Is it Jordan? Is it Bella Hadid? Like who has like the most influence in the sneaker world right now?
I think right now it's Kanye, Travis Scott, Virgil. I'll put Pharrell, even though his hype has kind of died. He's still doing really dope stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just not like from where the streets and whatnot. It's just not there.
I still feel like guys like LeBron still have a good
but
impact on the world.
If you're thinking about the hype, I'm thinking about the hype. Like when LeBron wears a pair of shoes, right? Like let's say he busts out some LeBron retros that are about to come out. Like we'll be hyped on it for a couple days.
Right.
But then when they actually come out and we see how mass produced they are, we don't really care anymore.
With the hype crowd and with like the stuff that Virgil does, where do you think sneakers is going? What impact has Virgil had on sneakers, and where is it going to go from there?
I heard someone the other day say that collabs are dying. No, collabs are still where it's at. And that's exactly what Virgil's doing, is the collaborations, whether it's with Nike or he did a collaboration with a water company. What was it? I forgot which company it was. He did a water bottle. You know, he did swim shorts the other day. I saw a company he did it with the swim short company. Like collabs is what brings hype. It brings hype to one brand that you wouldn't even expect a collab out of, and one person who you do expect it from, which is Virgil and Off-White, or whether he's doing the LV stuff. Like collabs is where it's at right now. I don't know what's next. I feel like before it was just like, you know, Kanye and Yeezy. Now it's like Virgil and Off-White, and I see that being the most hype thing in the world of sneakers right now.
What's your dream collab?
My dream collab would be a Jordan, either a 1, a 3, 4, or a 12. Obviously, a 12 would be cool because that was my first Jordan. And if it wasn't with Jordan, I would love to do it with Adidas or even Puma. I think those two would be dope because I really like what Puma's doing right now with the RSX.
The RSX
and then
is crazy.
Adidas just kills it with the Boost. But if I had to pick, it would be Jordan Brand. It would be a retro. But I would also be open to doing like a Team Jordan, just because I did have Team Jordans when I was younger too. But if I had to create a dream, I wouldn't say what it's gonna look like, because if I ever do get that opportunity, then I don't want people to already know what it's gonna look like. But
absolutely.
I've got a few ideas, so I'm just waiting for hopefully one day get that opportunity.
And is that like the end goal? Like, is that like, all right, I've done sneakers, I got a collab? Is that like the end?
I don't want to say it's the end goal, but it is definitely it's like the one thing that keeps me up.
I want to talk a little bit about personal Qias, because you kind of created a hype beast outside of yourself. That's your wife. Was she always a hype beast? Or was she always into sneakers like that, or was that once she met you, you kind of turned her onto it?
So before we started officially dating, the only sneakers she had ever bought were like Nike Free Runs for the gym.
Right.
She was always like a heels and flats, like sandals type of girl.
Right.
So when we started dating, you know, I'm always wearing sneakers, and she's starting to like pay attention and follow these accounts and see these other, you know, the Kylie Jenners and the Kim Kardashians wearing Yeezys and stuff like that. And then one day I heard that I want a pair of Yeezys. And then it happened to be the turtle doves, which were a little expensive. Mm-hmm. So I had to break the piggy bank, and I surprised her with them. You know, with me, I had the mindset of like, all right, I'm gonna get a dope video, and I'm gonna get my girl a pair of sneakers.
Right.
And I still have that mindset, you know, make a little bit of the money back. But yeah, I mean, she'll admit it. I'm the reason why she is a hype beast, a female hype beast now.
Is it true that her collection is probably almost as expensive as yours? Or
I don't think it's as expensive, but she has some of the most expensive shoes in our house.
I want to talk a little bit about like the sneaker community and how it's changed a little bit. It used to be like you meet people like standing in line or researching, and that's kind of changed because things are so digital now. Where do you think that's going, or how do you feel about like the digital world of sneaker community versus like the real world of sneaker community like it used to be?
It kind of sucks because like growing up in high school, I used to camp out with my dad. He would take me to the mall to go like get the sneakers. We like camped out for the DMP pack, and we didn't get it. And there was a few other shoes that he would take me to the mall to go wait in line for. So it's like I had those memories, you know? You know what I mean? And the same thing goes for with like my friends. It's like we used to get so hyped, like, yo, I'll meet you at 5 a.m. We're gonna head to the line, let's go. We used to go to San Francisco. We even drove to LA one time. Because of that, we were able to get a road trip together. The boys are back together. We drove 6 hours to LA when I was living in the Bay, and it's like I created a vlog out of it, and it's like we get to rewatch those memories. And now it's not like that. Now it's like, hey, enter the raffle for me, or let's enter this raffle, and if we win, I'll go pick it up, and then I'll show it to you after.
Yeah, the community for sneakers has definitely changed, and you know, I think again it has its goods and its bads. But either way, I just want to say thank you for coming on the show, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause, Qias Omar.
I'm happy to be here. Had fun.
YouTube's biggest hype piece. I definitely appreciate having you on the show, man. Thank you for coming and joining us here on Restock.
Of course.
All right, so that's it for this episode of Restock with my guest Qias Omar, YouTube legend. I'm Jacques Slade. This is Restock presented by Ruffles. As always, this season is crazy, so make sure you check out the episode. You've already seen some of the heat we had. You know it's only going to get hotter. We'll see you guys soon. My man. Appreciate it.
What's up, everybody? I'm Tony, coming to you from New York City. Do you think the term hype beast is looked at in a positive or negative light?
Probably more negative than positive.
Why is that?
When people say it's very hype beasty, it's kind of one of those things where they're feeling like it's more hyped up and more exaggerated than it actually should be.
Okay, now sneakerhead Qias Omar is willing to drop some serious cash on the exact sneakers that he wants. What's the most you've ever paid for a hype pair of sneakers?
$1,400.
If I called you a hype beast, would you get offended?
Yeah, I would, actually.
So it's negative. What's the most you've ever paid for a hype pair of sneakers?
Honestly, probably like about 300. Actually, no, I lied. I bought the Unions for like 600 before they went to like 1,000. Yep. Yeah.
Which colorway? The blue joints or the black toes?
The black toes.
Solid choice. This has been another segment of Man on the Streets. We're out of here.